Alright, welcome to episode 12 of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. So we are, I think we're in the second day of the trial. Well, we're investigating. This is the episode, the fifth episode of the Phoenix Wright, of this game anyway. So, okay, let's begin with Emma. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. Okay. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What is this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out, or try to at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure if she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Would you mind coming with me? I'll prove that these little thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Alright. So I guess we're gonna comb over this area again, see what, let's see. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there, who cares? Of course it was our victim who was killed at the department. You know, if Bruce Goodman was killed in the evidence room, I think, the person who was killed here was a dummy, and the blood on what's her name, Lana's coat is ketchup, I think. Anyway, of course it was our victim who was killed at the department. And my sister would never do such a thing, I know it. Whoa. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood stains or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Hee. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know, you can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. She's probably going to use that, and I'm going to say with a black light. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Wow. To test for a blood reaction, just spray luminol on it. Like this, see? Just point where you want to spray some and then press the A button. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains. Alright. Oh, look at that. Okay, so let's spray there. Okay, I think we just go all over the place. Oh, look at that, there's some blood here. 2 controls. What is 2? Point to, okay, yeah. Look at that. We found some blood. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is a blood stain. It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just that this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd, scientifically speaking, of course? What's odd about this, scientifically? It's blue blood. The blood stain's location, the amount of blood. Okay, location, I guess. Why, the blood stain's location is odd, elementary. Why is that elementary? I mean, why would I think that if there was a fight, you would expect some bloodstains here? I suppose you might think that. Come on, Mr. Wright, we're all counting on you. There is something odd about the bloodstain, but if it's not the location of the blood, then maybe it's the amount of blood that's odd. I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It's strange. If they fought here, there'd have to be more bloodstains than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. See how I'm marking up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain? Yeah. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, that's very useful information to have. I saved up my allowance to buy this. Luminol testing fluid information received from Emma. Is it Emma or Ema? Because the one M is kind of throwing me off here. I'm just gonna keep going with Emma. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. And we'll drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? This luminol stuff is gonna come in handy. Ha. Oh, ha. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr, you only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Well, I guess we have her to talk to. Let's examine again. Let's see. I guess minus goes this way. Examine. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in. Oh, yeah. Okay, we went through this already. Okay. I guess we'll talk. Oh, guess we should go back. Talk. Today's trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. I'm cool. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Ah. I swear on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Detective Starr. So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect, and before long they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go, fired? I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9S incident. ESL? Wait, she doesn't mean... Present? I wonder if anything will work. That looks like a petrified piece of provolone. Huh? It's not. It's my attorney's badge. I think a petrified piece of provolone would fetch more on the open market. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. Present. I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? I'm coughing up. We found this ID card here in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. Prosecutor, trophy. Could you take a look at this? You. Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. Okay, I think we read all this. Yeah, okay, let's see. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Edgeworth's knife. A body with Edgeworth's knife stuck in it was found in Edgeworth's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own weapon ready? Okay, parking stub. Okay, I think this is all said and done. What about this thing? Okay. Alright. Okay, same thing. Victim's note. What do you think about this? SL9 incident on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for a transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? About Lana's cell phone? It was when I grabbed the chief prosecutor on the shoulder. She dropped that phone on the pavement. And that's when you heard her talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know, it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler. What was Miss Guy really trying to say, I wonder? Parking lot floor plans. Okay, it said wasted time. Okay, crime photo. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But I even get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime and climbed the chain-link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. No, in other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You were lying. Lying was the problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? What about you? Okay, she's gonna not look at it. Okay. I think she'll say the same thing with the note. Okay, yeah. I guess if both items show up at the same time, then she's commenting on both of them. Oh, sorry. Okay. I just had to adjust myself here. Okay. Could you take a look at this? Oh, it said okay. Okay, I think we're done showing her stuff. How about is she gonna say anything new? Oh, the SL9 incident. That's when I learned the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Well, you know what? It certainly feels that way a lot at any regular job. Disposable? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Oh, look, it's the cowboy, it's Goodman. There's another cowboy there, too. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly, and the criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. He didn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence, not even a little. What? But the criminal was executed, right? Evidence of a sort, made-up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be... Exactly, Officer Jake Marshall. He's on security detail in the police department, isn't he? Detective Marshall, is that her boyfriend? As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over. He was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. Wait a minute, this is starting to sound like a plot for revenge by the fallen detectives. You haven't forgotten, SL9. There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Starr's old boyfriends, how many does she have anyway? Just when the detectives on the case have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. What? It seems you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch received from Miss Starr. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along well with my sister. It made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were, nothing more than that. I see, thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. I think that's all the information we have for now. Let us move on. Let's see, where are we going to go? Police Department entrance, Prosecutor's office, Detention Center, anything at the Wright and Company law offices? What to do? Well, where should we begin? Oh well, isn't it obvious we should begin with that, that thing? The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? Oh, well, you see... Oh, we should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it? I'm not being very useful here, am I? No. You're being very helpful. Any ideas? Poor Mr. Edgeworth. You are becoming a thorn in my side, Worthy. There have been rumors. After all, you were just in the defendant's chair just last year. Ugh. There was that business with him not reading that officer's report. Ah, about the killing at the police department, right. Blah ha ha. The chief of police was right about that. But I can't help but think. Someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. It's probably him. Okay, move. Underground parking lot, detention center. There's nobody here, is there? Oh, look, we're going to talk to, what's her name? Lana. Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How is she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. The chief said they caught the criminal at the police department. Let's come back later. Sure. But first, let's eyeball this dude here. Make him uncomfortable. This guard monitors the visitor's room. One murder at the prosecutor's office, one at the police department. He must be frozen with fear, thinking that he might be next. Don't scare the poor guy. Alright. Let's see. Move. Criminal Affairs Apartment. February 23, Police Department Criminal Affairs. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder in the detective in this department after all. Yes, but the same detective who was also killed at the same time, was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's parking lot. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, I want to check out the crime scene here. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Examine. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know the killer used dry ice. If you put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. This is good. I'll win a writer's award for sure. He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. That must be the head detective. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Detective killed in the evidence room? Tell no one outside the police department? No. I told that old lady at the restaurant everything. Someone's getting a demotion. Okay, examine. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Well, let's look at this thing here. So this is the police mascot, is it? The Blue Badger, the future star of the police force. The design's a little changed from the one outside. Ah, well, the Dancing Blue Badger TM is trademark is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely. It's cutting-edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside then. You'll give her nightmares. Alright. Yeah, I like the writing on this game here. At times it's very lighthearted for a murder investigation game. Okay, let's see here. Whoops. Okay, move. Police department entrance. Okay, let's go here. February 23. Police department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose that makes sense. A detective did get killed in their own department. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Examine. I don't know why this thing is so special. The Blue Badger is still writhing around today. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department's been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. What do you mean naughty? Examine. Look at that patrol. Oh yeah, that's right. Whoop. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was showing the detective where his head was. Okay, hold on. I thought they were going to talk about... I thought it was going to be the same thing from last time. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. You idiot. What were you thinking? Where's your head? Sir, it's right here, sir. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was showing the detective where his head was. They make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Oh yeah, they're designed after a panda. Panda, not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. Blah, blah, blah. We read this already. There was one on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and came to me to so a zoo see. Oh, what about zebras? They know. Okay. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Policia. I always get excited when I come to the police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. You know, the one with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny. I thought they were talking about the weather. Alright. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I have always thought it was kind of funny. I never seen anyone who looked like the people in these... Oh yeah, that's right, we talked about it. She has a point. Okay, let's see here. Maybe we can move now. Oh, we should be able to move. Well, look at that. Security guard office. Okay, let's go to security guard office. February 23, evidence room entrance guard station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. It has a heavy cowboy theme. I'm guessing old Cowpoke is in charge here. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh, what's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing, it's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where is the guard? I have a feeling I know who this guard is already. Examine. Yipes, that sure is prickly. It must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. This cactus is a lot like my sister, actually. Miss Guy? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with thorns pointing in every direction. Just like her. You know, I've been looking at this cactus for a while, and I don't see the resemblance. It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity. That's what I was thinking. No, I think that's what the Phoenix was talking about. Oh. Well, wait a minute. Was Phoenix talking about, like, physical appearance? I wouldn't put it past him to be very, what do you call it? Literal. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. A punchy? It's kind of like somebody I know who was trying to read the word, the country Munich, and she was like, hey, there's a place called Munchie. And I was like, yeah. There was a couple people who called it Munchie. Anyway, it looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of here. Yeah, we could. Okay. Oh. Look on the floor. A lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Okay, let's see here. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it'd be more of a myself. Okay, okay, what do we do here? Okay, what else do we do? Move. I don't know what else to examine. We examine the cactuses, the cacti, the outfits. Computer. It looks like there's a video feed. Oh, okay. Yeah, same thing. Okay, what about this? No clues here. It looks like there's a... Oh, yeah, same thing. Where do we go? Where do we look? What do we do? Okay, move. Police department. Entrance. Oh, okay, we're in the right... We're going in the right direction. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please. Huh? Wasn't that... One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal, and now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean? You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, pal? Yup. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police station? And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect, just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch, pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Okay, so where do we go? I will think on it while I have a sip of beverage. Oh, excuse me. Let's go to the evidence room. Security guard office. Move. Hold on. He's not here. Move. Police department entrance. Move. Criminal affairs department. Move. Detention center, I guess. Okay, I guess this is where we need to be. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Ween. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I say. Oh, it's Meekins. Hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Edgeworth, anywhere on his premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Officer Meekins, so you're the guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Now, this is an unexpected turn of events. Okay. Okay, examine. Discard monitor. Okay, I wonder if there's... Seeing a fellow patrolman in here must make him worry about his own fate in life. No comments from the peanut gallery. Okay, I guess we'll talk to Meekins here. The day of the crime. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir. Ah, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard office in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir. Because the evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir, now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Yeah. What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And then, when I came to, I was here, in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir, so I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand, just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. The victim. I don't mean to pry, but are you the perpetrator? But you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as a persecutor or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. Yeah, well, yes, that's true, sir, but I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger's side. So you didn't know him. Sir, I worked in a tiny department devoid of light and other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Bandaged hand. And your hand, that happened when Detective Goodman was stabbed? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But, sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do. Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, Then I opened my eyes. I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then I looked down and I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared. That's some story. Okay, present. I wonder what he'll say if I present him this. Officer Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh at me, sir. Huh? I know what you want to say. You're going to tell me how she has one just like it. Me? No. Me? Why would I? I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl and with matching badges. Nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. Is that so wrong? Life isn't all about high school sweethearts, sir, and youthful romance. Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I like to think that there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Okay, what about Goodman's ID? Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey, that's it, sir, that's it. What? Oh. My head was a blank until this very moment. But, sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct, that card. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I better pry into this one a little deeper. He really likes his megaphone. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. I'm really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Okay. Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. No, that's it, sir, last night. That's the one. I was in an apple, sir. It was in my dream, sir. I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife. I guess he's been through a lot. How about this? Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? Okay, he just doesn't know. He doesn't know what it is. What about this? Okay, same thing. Okay, could you take a look at this? Okay. What about this? Yeah, nothing. Nothing. How about cell phone? Yeah, he's in the dark about a lot of things. I don't think he's involved quite as... I don't think he's a murderer. Well, there's no way he's the murderer. Crime photo? Hey, why do you have that? That's from the day it was taken at the prosecutor's office. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man, innocent. If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up. If this is a dream, you'd better wake up right now. Okay, victim's shoes. Okay, he doesn't know anything about this. What about this? Oh, okay, scattered knives. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Luminol testing fluid. Okay, nothing there. Steak lunch. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing to say on that either, so let's get out of here. Wait, talk? Nothing new? Crime details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say that I'm a lost little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room, and that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much like the book by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assume I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped him and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you, in my own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Right. The reason for arrest. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here. They told me that I had to be him, sir, on that day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me on the... It's on tape. And you wait until now to tell us this. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, sir. I hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I have my own. And I guess we better go check out the crime scene. Alright, we'll see you later, Mr. Knotts. Move. Criminal... No, wait. Go right in lock offices. And we'll move to the police department entrance. Move to the security guard office. And maybe we can move... No, wait, hold on. Examine. Okay, let's examine this. It looks like... Okay. But how do we do this? Maybe we can go through here now. Okay. Move. Police department. Maybe we need to go to the parking lot. Maybe that's where... What's his name? Okay. I was hoping that Gumshoe would be here. Prosecutor's office. Oh, look at this. High Prosecutor's office, room 1202. Well, this place is certainly tidy today, and it will be tidy tomorrow too. Incidentally, he's not here. I'm sure he's off doing some important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Move. Underground parking lot. Move. Okay, move again. Criminal Affairs Department. Maybe he's here. I think we are in the right place. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the head detective's desk. It's Chief Gant. Are you sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything else... No, if there is anything missing. Sir, I am sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked the drawers, and the lockers, the garbage cans, the coat pockets, the pillowcases, behind the computer monitors, the coffee machine. I see. If anything does turn up, you'll call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The head detective looks a little flustered. Ah, righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Okay, let's talk to this very flashy chief of police here. Edgeworth. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy, you Oh, you know, they're doing quite an inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, we had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having one of our top people sitting in the defendant's seat. Now you got something else found. No, now you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Yeah, that's right. Von Karma. That was quite the showdown. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it so that he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why, they just do about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Evident incident? How is it going to be bad? It's downright odd, I'll tell you. I mean, it happened at exactly the same time. The murder at the prosecutor's office. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all of our secrets just like that. And in this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive. I can't talk about it. And I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job to keep the head detective's trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the head detective to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Okay, present. I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Oh, sorry, Rado. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still. What? Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one. The guy who can't sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the Dancing Blue Badger. Okay. Okay, anything else? I don't think he's going to say anything. Nope, he's not going to say anything. Okay, I don't think, yeah. He's not going to say anything, so I think I will, let's see, talk. Okay, examine. See if we can talk to this guy. Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, you see over there, that's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21. I'll make a note of that just in case. Goodman's lost item report added to the court record. I should probably get a quick look around the crime scene. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's see, where is this thing here? See, a half-written document. The date was 2/21 to be submitted to the chief. Date lost 2/21. Bruce Goodman. ID 5/8. Oh, I think he lost his ID card. Okay, maybe we will present this to the chief of police. Okay. Okay, let's move to the police department entrance. Move to the security guard office. Move. Okay, I guess we just gotta move around until we find where we need to be. Underground parking. Nope. Detention center. No, he's still there. Wright and company law office. Okay, let's go check the prosecutor's office. Nope. Let's see. Detention. Police department entrance. Examine. Okay, we looked at that already. Move. Where is Detective Gumshoe? Talk. Oh, permission granted. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright would ask me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50, I give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Well, it just goes to show you, you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along now, and do your best. Later, folks. Alright, he disappears. Looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? I just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this places bad influence on the girl. Okay, move. Go to police department entrance. Move. Security guard office. Move. Wait, hold on. Examine. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. This says walk in. It won't open. Aha. The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my bambina's sky so gray? It's Matthew McConaughey. Officer Marshall. Somehow I knew. Oh, what's that? Somehow I knew? Look for? Wait, what's that somehow I knew look for? As you may have surmised, here is my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw, that card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yee-haw. Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Beep. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then. Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Let us talk to the guard office. I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wide prairie. Like a gunslinger loading his six-shooter and say a little prayer. Grog. What was that all about, Mr. Wright? I think he was just too hungry to talk. You're saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was talking about either. Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto. Marshal? I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands. Blah, 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 blah. Present. Okay, so we have... I guess we could just go right in. Move. Evidence room. February 23rd. It's quiet. The investigation must be over. Over here. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Oh, look at that. It's Gumshoe. Whoa. Did he slap her? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50, then I give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourselves out. Yeah, it's true. So, the chief of police, Gant, will loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're the boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence room floor plans added to court record. Let's take a look at the floor plans here. Oh, look at that. It's the first time we've seen a third page. Okay, let's take a look at this. Scene of the stabbing of a detective at the PD. Press the A button for details. This looks like it'll take, this looks like it'll be important for the next trial. Okay, let's show off some stuff. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show that to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge, enough said. I wish I had a badge, even an ID card would be nice. That's the victim, Detective Goodman's ID card. These days, everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax. That's only because you always lose your card. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. Okay. Hey, that's it. That's the King of the Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got recently. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. We know him well enough. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car. Stabbed with Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Skye to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. Parking stub. Found in... Okay, yeah, he's saying the same thing about those two items. This is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, as you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? He was dancing proudly on the day of the award ceremony. But there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. So they took out the Blue Badger away for a while. Really? Why? Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful. I toiled night and day. I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. Goodman autopsy report. Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it is, pal. Okay, what about this one? Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time where the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Lana's phone. Okay. Parking lot floor plans. Crime photo. That's the photo Miss Starr took. Anything you can tell us about it? That Miss Starr is quite the lady. Why, I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who could ever got me to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school too. That would look mighty suspicious. Okay. And he talked about that already. What about this? Steak lunch. Goodman's lost item report. Okay. Did we talk to him already? No. Judge for a day. So, Detective Gumshoe, you're a boss for the day. That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're the boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using our findings from yesterday's investigation to prepare for the trial. In other words, Detective Gumshoe got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. And in my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here, too, Detective Gumshoe? Haha, of course. I'm a detective, after all. You gave me a locker, and that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? How about Edgeworth? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in the court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. Evidence safe. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using this ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Oh, and that's the only locker we can open. Funny, they look like normal lockers. I wonder, I'm wondering now if the bandages on no, never mind. My original thought was like with Meekins and Sky both had their hand bandaged. I was wondering if their fingerprint was taken, but I was like thinking, no, that's probably not it. But anyway, funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap, you get a shock. That's what happened. My hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There's even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Evidence locker added to the court record. SL9 incident. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder. A serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years already? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors? About forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Gumshoe, Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Okay. Let's examine. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. And there's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. Okay, what about this? There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. No, I bet he doesn't tuck that under his trench coat either. If you're going to talk about someone behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Okay. What about this stuff here? Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's the metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's the radio locator. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Let's see here. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. I guess I should have known. Hey, pal, our security is high tech around here. Okay, let's take a look this way. What is this? It's paint? A bloody handprint. What's this? Blood. It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains in this room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Okay, but first let's look at the other stuff here. What is a saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I notice that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. Well, you might say that this is my studio. Here? In the evidence room? What about this here? Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from The Case. The Case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the stickers on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Check it out closer. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try put it back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. There's no job. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Okay, controls. Change piece, rotate piece, piece together. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's see here. Ah, look at that. Okay. Nope. Nope. Maybe this one? Nope. This one? Oh, look at that. Okay, let's see. Aha! I think we almost got this put together. There we go. Okay, top piece. Okay, maybe it's this one. Oh, yes. Okay, how many more pieces do we have? One more piece. No, 2 more pieces. Oh. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. That only took 2 minutes to do. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Unstable jar added to the court record. Examine. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Rubber glove added to the court record. If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There are 2 things that bother me. 1, why is there some of the pieces missing? 2, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Okay. Look, this one's open, and there's an indicator tag stuck on it still. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Okay, present. Let's use this. Okay, hold on. Talk. Examine. Okay. Okay. Use the testing fluid. How do I do that? Okay, let's take a look at this here. The tag reads SL9 incident, extremely thin rubber glove. Jar piece back together from fragments found at the scene. Pieces missing. Check. Okay. What's this? Each locker is unlocked using a detective's fingerprint. A light indicates open boxes. Okay. Rubber glove. Okay, let's see, the tag says SL911. I guess this is another piece of evidence from that case. You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Huh? What's so confusing about that? Do you know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag. Zag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me? What are we playing, a word game now? Okay. Anything else on this side? No. Doesn't look like it. Maybe. No, there's nothing on inside there. Okay. What about this? No. There we go. Examine. Emma Sky. Someone must have used a marker to write their name on this. Emma Sky. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know when something might go down. Just what kind of world do you think we live in? Okay, is there anything else we need to figure? Spray. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, spray here. There's blood. I knew it. This is somebody's right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours? Please. You have to help me when you come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Okay, let's see here. There's a bunch of blood here. Okay, what's this? There must have been a massive amount of blood here. I've never seen so much before. I think this is where, what's his name? The Detective Bruce died. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe the Detective Goodman was actually an alien. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Okay. Okay, what about over here? Well, look at this. Another handprint. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What? This? No, what? This? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where did you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where did you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down in the floor plans. Alright, let's see. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. I think we have everything covered here. Okay, just in case, let's check the floor here. Nothing on the door. Okay. Talk. Move. Security guard office. Move. Police entrance. Move. Let's go see if, what's his name? Go to underground parking lot. Go see if Edgeworth is back in his office. Nope. Maybe. Let's go see if there's anybody in the interrogation room. Detention. Yeah, that's what I meant. Nope. Police department entrance. Move. Criminal affairs department. Nope. Move. Okay, talk. Okay, what about present? What do we need the steak lunch for? Examine. Okay, what about here? Alright, let's see here. Like, I'm pretty sure we did get everything, because I sprayed all over. And we got here. Okay, I'm kind of stumped on what to do now. Security guard office. Let's see if he says anything different. Okay, move. Let's go talk to Officer Meekins. Okay, I guess nothing else comes up. Okay, I am stumped right now. Just gonna have to... I'll be right back. I just gotta take a quick look to see what I can do here. Be right back. Okay, so we gotta go back to the evidence room here. Let's see, where is it? Criminal affairs? No. Let's see. Police department entrance. Move. Security guard office. Move. Evidence room. Okay, we gotta present something to what's his name. Okay. Okay, what about the Goodman's ID? Victim's note. Five something status card. I'm supposed to show him something. Because it feels like I did everything in here. Okay, talk. It says I'm supposed to present something. Rubber glove. You can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. Note, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over the prosecutor's office. Okay, I just need to show him everything again, I guess. Okay, Okay, Goodman's autopsy report. Parking stub. Wait, I mean, oh yeah, okay. You said that before. Goodman's ID. Okay, what was I... Feels like I'm missing something here. The ID card. The ID card record. Okay, I forgot to do something with what's his name. Let's see, move. I forgot to do something here. Present. Goodman's. The sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand. This is neither Wild nor West here. Aha. But that and this are two entirely different things. I guess so, huh? I'm lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Okay. Okay, what are we supposed to... The victim's note, Goodman's ID. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, I'm supposed to do something here. Supposed to present him the steak lunch. There we go. That smell. Reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Starr. What's this? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. All right, Bambina, you win. Ask, anything. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. All right. Okay, let's talk to him. Guard office. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep on getting his name wrong. I keep on calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take much to machines. I don't take into machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in the next into your steak, you know. Marshall? Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all that there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the day of our case. That's right, the evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. Security system. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, mean machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here, security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you will need an ID card. Thus the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card passed through. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now, and I've seen that number before. Maybe there's a way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Transferal? Sorry, but could you please explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from the solved cases in this room. They're kept in here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out that there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the police station. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever, dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. I don't think that's how actual case files work. Anyway. And that happened to the SL9 2 days ago. Okay, I think I need to show him an ID card. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us the ID number on that ID card report. There it is, 514. Look, the fourth number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 514, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekin say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. He suddenly pointed a knife at me. If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Nice. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Okay, let's take a look at this. IDs of all who entered the evidence room. Press the button for details. Alright, so there's Bruce Goodman right there. Okay, so it says I'm supposed to present this paper to him. Alright. Present. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the... Oh, whoa. What is it? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? What? ID card record updated to the court record. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Hey pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give him my report for the day. It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Okay. Examine. Oops. I guess we'll go to the chief prosecutor's office there. Move. Entrance. Move. Parking lot. Move. There we go. February 23, High Prosecutor's Office, Room 212. Hey, look at that. It's the bellboy. Ah, guests. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Ah, it's you. He has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? Precisely. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Oh, yes, he brought me some information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. I think the report is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Okay. Let us talk to Edgy here. Inquiry Committee. So how did the Inquiry Committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes. Apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Tomorrow's trial. Are you okay for tomorrow's trial? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney, however. Something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why? I ask you why. All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I never seen him this out of sorts. Okay, let's present some stuff. Let's see what he says. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea? I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth, he just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on, anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Okay, this. Oh, right. I'd better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID cards usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. Wait a minute. Is the chief behind this? The chief of police. He wanted evidence for a case I'd wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it in here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. He's got that weird look like he wants to tell a joke, but he's afraid that he'll look stupid or something. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence. Screwdriver added to the court record. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Well, I guess that's about it. Let's see, let's take a look at this. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth's, brought back to his office by Gant's request. Examine. The tag says AI-16. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth said. That makes it all seem all the more suspicious. Who knows, maybe this might turn out to be a clue that breaks the case. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, let's see here. Guess that's about it. Alright, so, okay, so we reached the end of this episode. We're gonna see what's gonna happen in the next trial. I thought for sure we were gonna do a little bit of trial-ish things in this episode, but looks like it was mostly investigation. But yeah, so we'll continue this in the next episode. So until then, we'll see ya. Have a good one.